Hi guys, welcome back to your Not So Ordinary Scrapbook channel. Happy International National Scrapbook Day number 2. It's Sunday afternoon and I finally have some time to work on my December daily for 2024. I got all the cards in the way I want them. So I finished that part. I put all the different Project Life cards in, and then I put the envelopes in where I wanted them. So this is how I'm going to start this out. I did get my photos sorted. I have about half of my photos printed for December. The other half I'm going to have to print out on my Canon Selfie printer, and then I'm going to try to use, I had subscribed to, or purchased, I guess it's not a subscription, Ellie Edwards advent calendar last year, and so I'm going to take these out of the package, take them all out of the package because I want to use them for this December daily. So I'll get started with that. So I don't even remember exactly what was in here. I know that I kind of wanted to use the cards in some way, but I don't know if I'm going to do that this year or save these for another year. I'm just not sure because I think I'm missing a couple of these in with my Christmas stash, and I don't want to go digging for them, so we'll just hold on to them for another time. So since I talked to you last, I found out that Zayden, my my first grandchild, or well, he's actually my son and daughter-in-law in Arizona, their nephew. It's her sister's child, but they raised him for a little bit. So, for a few years. But, he's been back with his mom for quite a while now. I might use those I like. Gosh, he's 7 now. So, I think they had him for the first 3 years, and then she was able to get him back, like, at that time, and she's had him ever since. And I adore her sister. Her sister is a great mom. It was unfortunate, the situation that happened. That had nothing to do with her sister at all. It just it just worked out that way. And thankfully, Yesenia and Matt were able to step in and take care of Zayden for a while. So Zayden was my very first grandchild. I still consider him my grandchild. But we found out last night that his mom and her boyfriend are expecting a baby in September, a little girl. So Aria is going to have a little girl cousin. And from the pictures, Zayden is over the moon, excited. I'm excited for all of them. So I'm excited that Carla is having another child. That makes me really happy. And I really like her boyfriend. I think all of us really like her boyfriend. He's been great to her and Zayden. And so that was something that exciting last night that I found out. They did the gender reveal yesterday, and so I found out that she was having a girl. So, which is really cool that Aria will have a cousin that is so close in age to her that is a girl. So last night we really didn't do too much. I don't even remember last night that well. Goodness gracious. What did we have for dinner even? I don't even remember eating dinner last night. Did we eat dinner? I don't think we ate dinner last night because I think we ordered pizza yesterday around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that was before I even filmed a video. So we didn't eat supper last night. That's right. We had pizza. Yeah. Well, no, actually, no, it was after I filmed that we ordered pizza because, and we still have pizza in the fridge. I forgot all about that. I could have had that for lunch. But I forgot to eat lunch, so I don't know. It's almost close to dinner time now. There's no point in eating lunch now. But, I forgot I had leftover pizza. Yeah, after I filmed the video, or wait, no, we did eat pizza before I filmed the video. Because the pizza came, it was delivered when Hunter and Jordan were here picking up the kids. That's right. So I did eat before we filmed the video. But we never ate dinner anyway. Not really this ditzy. Well, maybe I am a little bit, but... So we really didn't do too much. I mean, other than, like, household chores. We did some of that. Catching up on laundry and dishes and all that kind of stuff. That, you know, when our grandkids are over, like, it is a zoo here. I mean, we have to watch them. Well, Corbin especially, but Corbin, if Kaysen's here and Esme's here and Jordy's here, there is no hope for our house whatsoever. Like, we have to just, like, and I think that's why we ordered pizza, because I guess we didn't know what time they were going to pick the kids up. And we're like, we don't have time to go in the kitchen, cook a meal. You know, we made Corbin his mac and cheese. I buy those little cups of mac and cheese that you can microwave for him, because I always know that he's going to eat macaroni and cheese. He's kind of a picky eater like his dad was. But I can always count on him eating mac and cheese. So I always buy, he has his own little set of cups of mac and cheese that I can microwave when he's here. So he ate that for lunch. And then, of course, Jordy is tube fed, so I made sure that I gave him lunch before they picked him up too. So he eats, this kind of formula. He takes this kind of formula through his tube. And then we add to it, like, these pouches of pureed vegetables and meat and stuff like that is made for the tube. So you mix that with the formula. And then you put it in the tube. And then he gets more nutrition. He has gained a ton of weight. That kid, I tried to lift him yesterday, and I have never had so much trouble lifting him. I'm like, what'd you gain 20 pounds, kid? I mean, I'm happy because he was a skinny, scrawny little kid. And I don't know where he put it, but oh my goodness, he is heavy. I can barely lift him now. I have to have a sip of my iced coffee. So, I mean, I'm glad that the more weight that he gains, the better it'll be. It's just that he's getting to the point where he's too heavy for me to lift, so Scott has to lift him. I mean, he's not 100 pounds yet. He was around 50 pounds before, and I could lift him fairly easily. I bet you he is at least 75 pounds now. He's got to be at least 75 pounds. But, okay, so I'm going to start out with the tree, and I have... These were the first 2 decorations that I put up this year. I didn't realize that I didn't take any pictures of us decorating the tree this year. I normally do. I just didn't this year. So I have the tree decorated. I'm drinking a Wisconsin Old Fashioned in front of the fire. We're watching a movie. I don't know what movie that is. Oh, I think it's a Walton's Christmas movie. And then I did this with our old Christmas tree lights. I put them on top of, this is in the dining room. I didn't know really what to do with them. So they're like on this ring that you set on top of the tree, and then they kind of spread out. And they still worked fine, but they have these big balls on them that kind of get tiresome after a while, so we got little twinkle lights, and so I decided to do this with spread them out like that. And actually these lights we ended up throwing away at the end of the season because, and there was nothing wrong with the lights, the way Scott put these lights on, the strand is really long. There's like over 1,000 lights on the strand. And instead of like coming in like shorter strands of lights, it was all one strand. Well, the way Scott wrapped them around the tree, we couldn't get it off the branches. Even though it's a artificial tree, they were like, he had wrapped them around super tight and we couldn't get them off. Like it was just... the lights just became this huge jumbled ball of tangled lights that we could not untangle. We tried to untangle them so many times, and it just was, the room wasn't big enough to spread those lights out, and tried to untangle them. And I bought them off of Amazon. I really love them. But, and I will buy them again. Like, this Christmas, I'll probably order some in November. I'll rebuy them. They were like $35. So they weren't cheap lights, but we used them for 2 or 3 years. So, I mean, I guess we got our use out of them. It wasn't worth, I mean, we fought for like 3 hours trying to get those lights untangled, and we just gave up. We're like, this is not happening. So we just bunched them up, threw them in a trash bag, threw them out in the trash. If somebody dug through our trash and wanted to untangle them, they could have at it. But we just, it was stressing. It was stressing both of us out. So in November, this coming year, I'll just buy another set of the exact same lights. It's easy to go on Amazon and click on buy again, you know, search where you bought them. I bought these like 2 or 3 years ago, so I don't know exactly if I'll be able to find them, but I might be able to. I don't know what brand they were, but I'm pretty sure that I can find something similar, if not the same ones. But I told him, I said, if I buy these lights again, when you put them on, we have to put them on differently, because they have to be put on in a way that we can get them off without like hurting ourselves. So I think like I'm gonna do this for these 2 photos. So I'm gonna take these out, and then I also have, we just put up our artificial tree. Ever since the kids have moved, like, have grown and moved out. Ethan's an adult, so he really doesn't care anymore. We just don't get real live trees anymore, but Hunter does with his kids. It's a big deal to them. So, he kind of carried on that tradition with his kids. So here is Esme and Corbin, and they're tree hunting here for a live tree. They went out to a coffee shop on the way, got hot chocolate, you know, the whole thing. Hunter and Jordan are super into like the whole Christmas thing like we used to be when the kids were little. So that's kind of fun to see them like pass down the tradition that we started. Uh-oh. That wasn't what I wanted to happen, but I guess that's how it's going to be. Okay. The middle of this came out when I was trying to pull it out. But that's okay. We'll just deal with it. Okay, so I'm going to trim most of this off. So I'm only going to put like runner on the top portion. And actually, that was the very end of the roll, I think. Yep, just the very end of the roll came off. So that doesn't help very much. That's trash. Okay, let's try this again. Doesn't want to come off of there. There we go. I don't really want to go from the inside out either, but it's a defective roll. There we go. And then I just got to find the end of it. If I can find it. Here it is. So I think Ethan's in his bedroom playing video games. Scott's in the living room watching a movie, probably. Not really doing too much. We've got the laundry going. I have to fold clothes tonight. Otherwise, I have what I have to wear to work. I have to wear scrubs to work when I see clients, and so I have to make sure my scrubs are clean. Before I see clients, but sometimes I only see 1 or 2 clients a day, and so I don't put them in the wash like after each session. It just doesn't make sense. So if I see 1 client on Monday and 1 client on Tuesday, then I'll just like take off my clothes, change my clothes like when I get home from that visit or that session, and I think I was gonna put that one on the bottom. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which one's on top. And then I'll wear it the next day. Because right now, well, I have to call tomorrow and schedule this new kid that I got, their appointment or their session sometime this week, to start sometime this week. If that works for the parents. And then, so I got to fit that child in somewhere in my schedule. But right now, my schedule is, prior to scheduling this new one, tomorrow. I have one on Monday, one on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday. Let's see, 4 on Thursday, and then 1 on Friday. So I know that, like, right off the bat, that Wednesdays and Thursdays are full. I'm not going to schedule any more on Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm thinking Tuesday and Friday I'm here in town. My clients are here in town, and this new one's here in town, so I'm going to probably schedule this person on a Tuesday or Friday, if that works for the parents. Hopefully that does. You know, this scissor, okay, so this is close to my heart, and it's supposed to not, like, it's supposed to be this kind of material that does not, adhesive doesn't stick to it, but they're old. Like, I've had these, this pair too is supposed to be the same way. They're old. I think this is a Tim Holtz pair. No, it's EK6F. But both pairs are really old, so I don't know if, like, after a while it doesn't, like, prevent the, because I still get, like, I get residue on here where I didn't used to. I don't know why it is that I'm getting residue on there now. Okay, so I have this one here, or I could do it like this one on the bottom, this one on top, like that. So I'm going to put some embellishments on here. Just a chipboard. Is this adhesive back? I think so. Looks like it might be. Goodness. So this morning we got up. We always sleep in on Sundays. Every Sunday we sleep in. And since I watch church online, and they're 2 hours behind us, so it's like noon when their church service starts in Arizona, because they're 2 hours behind us. And I think I'm gonna put something, one of these hearts over that, like that. And then what do I want to put over here? This is open on top, so I might put one of these tags. Maybe we'll do deck the halls. So I'm going to put this here. Just like a page flag. Feels really dark in here. I don't know why it feels so dark. Should open my curtains. It's not really a dark and gloomy day, but it kind of feels like it. But so Scott and I, one of our Sunday morning rituals is we make coffee and then we watch these 2 YouTube channels that we absolutely love. We both love watching them. And we watch it on TV, not on the phone. But they're non-scrapbooking YouTube channels. And I don't know if I like that. It's crooked. It's not right. That's weird. I don't know if I like that. What in the world? I don't like that. I'm cutting this. I know that. Sometimes I don't like how it folds. It doesn't seem like it folds right. I'm just going to put that there, and then I'll stick the back on there, but I'll just do it like, line it up better. Like this. So you can't really tell, but it's just not, it's just cut. It's not folded. So the two channels that we like to watch are Scote. It's Skote, which is this guy and his wife. They live off the grid on an island that is it's up north. What color do I want here? Kind of like the green here. But it's like in Canada. But it's like not far from the UP and Wisconsin border. So I love it. Like, I'm the one who found the channel, and I started watching it because it reminds me of back home. Like, their accent is like spot on, like Wisconsin accent, northern Wisconsin accent, where I come from. And so that's really cool to me that, like, when I miss that accent. I don't really have that anymore. Like, it kind of, I don't know. I've lived in Illinois for over 20 years. Like, Scott and I have been married for 28 years. And I moved to Wisconsin like 6 months before I met Scott. So like 29 years ago, I've lived in Wisconsin. Or I've lived in Illinois. But I grew up in Wisconsin, in northern Wisconsin. So, I don't think that I really have a Wisconsin accent anymore. But where's my tiny attacher? Is it in here? Or is it in here? That is a good question. I haven't used that tool in a while. I don't know. I hate it when I like organize everything and I like separate everything into like different categories and I put them in different spots and then I can't find, like, it seems efficient at the time, like, oh yeah, this makes sense to put this here or whatever. But then I can't find it when I need to use it. I don't remember, like, where I put it because I'm used to it, like, either being right on my desk or, you know, I don't know. I don't know where my tiny attacher is. Is it in here? Yep, that's where it is. Okay. I found it. if I have staples in here. And there's no staples in here. Okay, where are my extra staples? Oh, this keeps wanting to fall over. Those need to go in there. You would think that it would be right by the tiny attacher. Doesn't make sense to me. It's in my drawer. I know I have lots of refills. But who knows? There we go. There's not a lot in here. I know I have some new boxes of it though, so I'm just gonna throw that away and use up these, and then I'll have to look where I put the other boxes of it. There. This is my second tiny attacher. My first one, the thing broke on it, the little strappy thing, which it still worked. I mean, it wasn't like broke really. It's just this this thing here broke or came undone or whatever, so I just ordered a new one and then got rid of the other one. I think I put it in like an eBay grab bag. Last year I sold a bunch of scrapbooking stuff on eBay, and so there's that. So I suppose I should probably do the back side too, right? So I think on this page, I'm gonna do, this is a good half a one. I think this one would go best here, and then I'll cut this one off here. Okay, we'll do that. Because I don't really care. This is just at the coffee shop, so it doesn't really matter if that tree shows too much. So I'm just gonna glue that here and then cut that off. So Scode is one of the YouTube channels that we watch, and we love it because they're just like totally roughing it. I mean, in today's episode, their boat sunk. They had a storm, and like their boat that they take to town, because they have to take, they're on an island, so they have to take a boat to town. And their house isn't like completely, it's livable, they live in it, but like their bathroom, they can't take a shower in there yet. Like he rigged the hose up so they could have running water in the house, but it's like through a hole. I mean, it's like really, really roughing it. And they have to heat up the water. Like if they want to take a bath, I suppose they could. They'd have to heat up the water. They do have a bathtub. But they go into town to like take a shower, get their mail, get food, get groceries and stuff like that. Buy stuff that they need on their farm. Like they kind of made a hobby farm. Right now they have goats and sheep. I think that's all they have right now. No, or do they have a pig? I think they got pigs too. I don't know, but they're slowly like building livestock, and it's really interesting to watch. We both love watching it. So today we watched them unsink their boat. And it's pretty interesting watching them like use a like four-wheelers to pull their boat to shore off of their main boat. They have like a houseboat too that they take to town. They take the houseboat to town, but sometimes they take the speedboat, and they have the speedboat like connected to the houseboat, and that's the boat that sunk, was the speedboat. So they had to drag it to shore, and they had to figure out a way to get it to shore. So it's a pretty interesting episode. I just absolutely love that show. Scott enjoys it too. And then the other one that we watch is Doobie Doo Bop. I don't know if you've ever heard of her before. But she is a cooking channel. But she doesn't really, she cooks sometimes, her and her boyfriend. He is from Denmark, I believe. She's from Korea. She's Korean, but she grew up, or she went to school in the United States. I think she grew up partially in Canada. And then she went to school in the United States. Went to college. Her name's Tina. And so she cooks sometimes, but like today's episode, she also like tours the country trying out food, like street food at different places. Today she was eating street food in Thailand. So it was really interesting to see all the different foods. And she always tries like things that I would never like. I don't know. In this episode, she was trying raw chicken, which it was funny because she was like, well, they do like safety standards, so you don't get salmonella, but you never know. Like, we'll find out tomorrow if this is true, you know. So she was eating raw chicken, which I don't think that I would do in a foreign country. There's no way. And then she was eating coagulated pig's blood, I believe. Was it pig's blood? Yeah, I think it was coagulated pig's blood. And that did not, I don't know if I could do that either. So she always tries like interesting things that I would never try, but it's fun to watch, and like kind of like, she always says, don't yuck my yum. So that's kind of fun to watch. So we watch that on Sunday morning. And then there's another one that we watch sometimes that is Paper and Moose, which is the lady, well, it's a lady and her boyfriend. She calls him Taco Stacks, but she like, they buy like storage units for like $10, $30, $20, whatever, and in auction. And then like, you never know what you're gonna get in there, so they go through all the stuff, like, and that's kind of fun to watch too, because you just never know what they're gonna find, you know. And it's kind of fun. It's just fun to watch. And she also dumpster dives, which is kind of funny. Like, she goes through people's trash, and she'll see what she can find in the trash. And so that's kind of interesting as well to watch. Oh, that would be cute there, wouldn't it? She's got her little drink. Is that too much though for this page? I might save that for another thing, but I could do a gingerbread boy. That would be cute. Yeah, that would be cute. But what else do I want to put there? Oh, decorate the tree. I guess I should put that on the other one. So we'll do, on this side, we'll do So we were watching that this morning too. We were watching her dig through trash bags that she found. So that's kind of fun to watch. This was actually the night we decorated the tree, so this was like my reward for getting the tree decorated. Anymore, no one helps me decorate the tree anymore. Like, Scott will put the lights on, and then, like, I do the rest. But it used to be, like, a big ordeal with the kids. The kids would decorate the tree, and it was just a big fun thing. I miss it. I mean, we could actually do, like, a tree decorating party sometime. But they have their own tree to decorate. So it's, like, kind of defeats the purpose if you're like, here, come help us decorate the tree at a tree decorating party, but then you have to do your own tree, you know. Okay, so that says decorate the tree. I kind of like that. And then on this side, we'll do, what can we put here? Oh, we could do Twinkle on the other side. Where's Twinkle? I thought I just saw that. Here, Twinkle. We could do on this one, not on that one, on this one. Do I want to do it down here? I'll do that Twinkle down in the corner. There. And then I'll journal right there. Even though I don't really know, like, okay, so all of last December, I was doing my EITP training at U of I, or through U of I, and I don't remember a whole lot. Like, I was working at the Y Monday through Friday, and then this says to me it's perfect, so I think that's cute. And then is there something? This one says starting the season. That's cute. Okay. And then we'll put some washi tape down here. But what washi tape would look good? I'm thinking red. What is this one? I think I want to go across this way again. So, like, I was studying every night, and I had a deadline of when I could get I had to have my training done. I had to have it completely done by the end of December, and so, like, the first week in December, I'm like busting my butt trying to. There was a lot to do. Kind of like it is right now for me too, because like I have to bust my butt by the end of June to get this done, to get my full credential, or my temporary credential. It expires the end of June, so I gotta make sure that I'm doing that. But I have a little bit more time. Like last time, I had to have it done by the end of December, and I had only started it the beginning of December. So like that's all I really thought about. I mean, I was like throwing Christmas together as fast as I could. But I don't remember a whole lot. I don't remember like the stories, which I feel really bad about. I think that if I sat down and thought about it for a while, I could remember, but you just never know. Okay, so these are, oh, this is still day one, because they got their tree the same day that we put ours up. So that's going to be day one. This is still day one too. I do want to put something here because I messed up this corner here. But I'm not exactly sure. I could put another tab here, but it's not really big enough. What could I do instead? I think this says 2024. Guess where this is going? Remember how I said I usually decorate the front? I think I'm going to stick that like that. And that'll just be it. I like that. Okay, so this is adhesive. So I just got to center it. That'll be the easiest. And it's got the year. So I don't know if that's what the intention was for that. But that's how mine's going to be. So it's just going to be like right in the center. There. I like that. That looks so cool. 2024. And it kind of goes with the brown. I mean, it's gold and red. I like red and brown anyways together. So, okay. So there's that. And then this one, I want a matte. And I have that paper, that red paper that I got. All my letter stickers are over there. Where is my red paper? I know I set it over here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's red matte. Yeah, I think I'll do that and then trim it off. Maybe I'll either trim it off or I won't trim it off. There's 2 pieces here. I only need 1. Okay. So tonight we're gonna have pork chops and corn on the cob for dinner. Scott wants to use the skillet. We ended up buying I haven't been cooking lately. I have been so tired and like not even hungry when I come home from like seeing my clients, that I just don't even bother with it. This is like getting all yucky, like I don't want it to, but we'll just do it anyway. We'll do that. Okay. But part of the reason why I haven't been cooking, like I have groceries in the freezer. I have a lot of groceries in the freezer, but I'm the only one home at night, so it just doesn't seem practical for me to like make anything for just myself, because the guys take their lunch or they buy their lunch. There's a cafeteria where they work, and it just doesn't seem, it just seems dumb to do that. So I've been wanting to try that meal service thing, Factor, which is like supposed to be like gourmet, like style food, and you can like choose like low calorie or like anything for your dietary needs or whatever. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna try that because I got like a 50% off coupon to try it, and I'm like, I'll try it for a week. So I ordered it and it will be here next Monday. But I want to start cooking more anyway. Like even on the weekends, I'm not even cooking. Scott is cooking. It's like I've completely, the last time I really cooked anything was Easter, and then Easter was a bust. And I was just like, I'm kind of burnt out of cooking, to be honest. But I would cook. I mean, I have groceries to cook. But I miss having my island in the middle of my kitchen. And we ended up pushing the island over to the side to make it like a coffee station or whatever. But I don't like it there. It's not working for me there. But we need to have a place for a coffee station. And I don't like clutter on my countertops. It drives me absolutely batty. I absolutely hate clutter on my countertops. I want like nothing on my countertops. And which doesn't seem practical sometimes, and I understand that. Like, my husband could care less about that kind of stuff. That doesn't bother him at all. But like, the way my brain is, I can't handle, like, things trigger me really easily. And when there's like this toys, it's not so bad. If I'm in the living room and the kids are making, like, they trash my living room, I'm gonna put my favorite, I think, just because my grandkids are my favorite, even though they're not my favorite grandkids. I mean, they're all my favorite. I'm gonna cut this again. I don't trust myself with doing this. I'm gonna put this on this side. To cover up that bad part, and then I'm gonna put this here over top. Yeah, cutting it seems to work the best. And then I'm gonna do the, oh, except it's not lined up. I have to do this again. The light is really bad in here today. It feels like it's really dark. I hope the video is not super dark. I don't know if it's because it's a rainy, kind of lousy day today, but it just feels really dark to me. Is that better? Yeah, that's lined up better. Okay. I just needed something to cover up that goofy spot that I did. And then I'm going to staple this just one time in the middle. There. Okay. And then what am I going to use for embellishments? Let's see. I love that hat. I love the hats on them. They're so cute. Okay. Oh, maybe one of these. 25 Days of Holiday Cheer. Laughing All the Way. Bring on the twinkle lights. That would be cute. Yeah. Bring on the twinkle lights, because this is the day that they... Should I put it here? It's light blue, but I don't think it's going to matter. There. I like that. And then, should we put like a... I think a gold heart might look cool there. Let's see. Where are the gold hearts? Here's some lights to maybe use. I think I'm going to separate the letter stickers though. I'm going to put them over there because there's, like, if I did like a big heart down here. Yeah. I'm just going to do a big heart. Kind of right in the middle. Right there. Wondering if I should do like I don't really think that I think that'll just take away from it. Even though it would work, I don't really know where to put these. Unless I did like a string here and then did like a corner string, which I could do. Oh, what do I have for floss and stuff? Do I have ribbon? Oh, I have these too. I'll have to make sure that I use these for when I do making the cookies. My hair tie in here. I ain't gonna work. I guess I need to put that in my stuff. I had some brown twine somewhere, but who knows where that is right now. Let me look in my string. It's surprising how much of my craft supplies I use for work. We have to make a lot of our stuff, a lot of the toys, therapy toys that we have. I mean, the state provides some stuff for us, but a lot of it we have to make. And it's kind of fun actually making that kind of stuff. That's kind of cool. That floss. Is that ribbon or floss? I haven't used floss in so long. This is, I think this is from Club Scrap. This looks like tinsel. So we'll see if that will work.
You still in the bathroom?
No, of course not.
No, I'm going to the bathroom.
Why would I still be in the bathroom? That was like 2 hours ago. Silly kid. So I think I'm gonna have to attach it. I'm gonna have to take this off. I do like the idea of doing the lights, and I do like this because this is kind of like tinsel, but I'm gonna have to attach it using washi tape or something. I have Christmas washi tape. This Christmas washi tape. I can cover this up when I do this page. Yeah, like that. There. Yeah. Okay, so then we'll put the lights on here. On top of it. I may have to staple them on though. I think I'm going to do the red down here because... So Scott wants to take a vacation. He says we need a vacation. I would love to take a vacation, but it can only be like over the weekend. So it can't be really too far away. So he wants to go to St. Charles, I think. But we've already got a hotel booked for Brick World because Hunter does Brick World every year for his Empire lug in Chicago. So we always go to that. And I think that's good. Should I take that out? You can't even hardly see it. Okay, I like that. The real problem is going to be the back side because I have a lot of staples on this side now. So however I decide to do this side, I'm going to have to make sure that the staples are covered up. And day 2 was our first snow of the year. So that's going to go here for sure. Which is okay because there's blue there, which kind of is like snow. I just got to find some mat to go behind here. This is my shopping list for that was for Christmas Eve. I could put that doily there. Although I think I should probably ink it with red if I do that. That's our Christmas card. I don't know. Let's see what I can find here that might work for a mat. It's like this. Let's see what else I have. Here's red. Here's green. What if I put it on here? No. Oh, here's a bunch more of these things. More tags and stuff. Could use this as a mat. That would give it some texture, wouldn't it? But then I'd still feel like I need a blue, like a light blue or something behind it. I know I have some paper like that. Like in this somewhere. It's got blue. This. So what if I put this over top of it? This is kind of a snow mesh. Like matted it like that. Would that go? Like how would that go with that? Because that's not really even the right color. What to do? What to do? Here's some blue. That's not really what I'm looking for either. There's green. green won't work. Here's dark blue. Yellow. I mean, I could go in my stash and find some light blue. But I think after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna have to reorganize a little bit. I don't think that I need all this paper out, for one thing, because, what should I do? I mean, maybe like if I just matted it on this and then cut it so it's not a big mat, it's not going to show up that much. We'll see. We'll do that. I'll probably quit after this. I don't know how long I've been filming, but I'm guessing that I'll probably stop after this layout. I should probably see how long I've been filming. An hour and 6 minutes. Yeah, that's long enough. Okay, so I'll finish this layout and then I'll be done with this one. I'm probably not going to like do all of these on camera. We'll see, but I don't think that I have that kind of time to do that. My goal is to like film at least 2 videos a week, because I've really gotten away from filming the past several months, aside from like being hacked and not able to get into my channel. I mean, that was the longest break that I took, but that couldn't be helped. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm just glad I got my channel back. But especially with trying to get all of the stuff for my credential done, I'm thinking 2 a week. Once I have my full credential, and I finish all this training, then it might be easier to film more, but I want to at least try like on the weekends or like one day during the week when I'm not super busy. I tend to be more focused on things of importance if I add crafting into my day. So just adding a little bit of crafting in helps me tremendously to stay focused on what I need to do. I mean, I could use red, I suppose. Or do I want to use pink? Like if I put pink there, is that too light though? I don't really think it is. I kind of want to like ink this though. I have elderberry out and blue. Do I have red? I have red. I just gotta get it out. Oh goodness, everything's falling. All right. You're not gonna believe what I just found. like right beside me. Blue cardstock. This is what I was looking for. Digging in my cart, in my Rascog cart, like for blue, and it was right beside me on my desk. So, ugh, sticky. Made a mess of that one. We're not looking for perfection here. I gotta remember that. I've been fighting a battle against perfection my whole life. And I have never been a person who has ever been perfect. But I've been a person who struggled with needing things to be perfect. And it's just not, it's not healthy to be that way. It's caused me way more problems than it's helped me. That actually matches this. So I am going to cut it a little bit big so I can use my paper trimmer and get it perfectly straight. Okay, now I'll use my paper trimmer. If I can find my paper trimmer, there it is. Lift that up. So we finished Handmaid's Tale last night, like up to the point where it cuts off. We watched that last night after Scott got home from work. He works till 11, and then, or no, it was yeah, he worked, no, he had off yesterday. What am I saying? Yesterday was Saturday. I don't know what day it is. We finished up, or caught up with Handmaid's Tale. Oh yeah, that's much better. I like that. Do I still want the pink under it though? Kind of. I kind of just want to, I don't know how this is going to look or turn out, so we're just going to see. I kind of want to ink the edges of this a little bit, if at all possible. I mean, I have a dauber. Maybe I should use the dauber. Why does that look purple? It's ruby, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna use one of these. Ooh, that's very dark. I don't know about this. It's a lot darker than I thought, but I don't know. We're just gonna wing it, right? Oh, I was telling you what we ordered. We ordered a cart for our kitchen. It's not really a cart. It's like a coffee station stand, so we can put our coffee. I'm gonna put the island back where it goes. I miss having my island. I cooked a lot more when my island was where it was supposed to be. It just gave more counter space, and it just was, I just miss having it there. And so we need a place to put the coffee pot so it's not on the counter. And I kind of like having a coffee station. This has a, like, comes with, like, it's kind of farmhouse style gray. And it comes with cup hooks that hook to like a grid, like fencing type thing on top. So I can put cups up there above where the coffee, like I can hang cups. So but that's supposed to be here tomorrow, but Scott will have to put it together sometime this week. There. Yeah, I kind of like it. Maybe a little bit more in. Here. Okay. The one thing I don't like about Close to My Heart, it's a great company, but these, like, initially I thought this was going to be such a great idea because it twists around, and so you don't have like this lid hanging, it's attached. But like I always end up getting ink on my fingers when I'm turning it around, you know. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick this down first. I want it to dry. I don't want to get it on anything. Maybe I'll just, when I put the stuff on, when I put the adhesive on, I'll just turn it over on this. This is so old. As you can see, like one of my kids, this is Club Scrap, which hasn't been around for a long time, but probably Ethan was into coloring stuff when he was like a toddler. I'm pretty sure he probably did that. Remnants of Childhood. One of my friends, she lives up in Bloomington. Her and her husband were taking down their kids' wooden playset out in the backyard today. And she was like pouting about it, how sad she was, because her kids are like, her youngest is in college at ISU, and she was lamenting about like that they had to take it, you know, they were taking it down. It was rotting because like the kids are older. We took ours down a long time ago too, because ours was rotting. We had a wooden one too. But they just don't last very long. We pay enough for them though. I think we ended up donating the slide. The slide was still in good condition. We donated the slide to Goodwill. But she was lamenting about how sad she was that her kids are grown and how they found like remnants of childhood in the sandbox. I was like, I hear ya. Completely understand that feeling. It happens way faster than you can ever imagine. You know, one minute you're like stressed because you're a parent and like there's like you're going 100 miles an hour, you know, because of your kids and like and all their activities, or you know, younger childhood is like even more busy because you're constantly trying to keep them preoccupied with stuff. But It goes by super duper fast. Like, it goes by so fast. I can't even believe that my youngest granddaughter is already, well, this month she will be, let's see, 9 months old. It's May, June, July, August. Yeah, she'll be 9 months old in a couple weeks. Or in a week, I should say. That's crazy. It's like she was just born. Okay. So I'm going to put this one here. This will cover up all the staples. And then I don't care that this washi tape is going to stick out, because it kind of gives it a little bit of like contrast. So since it's the first snow, I kind of want to use something that looks like snow. I mean, there's this paper. I know I have embellishments that have snow. I could do this too. I mean, that's kind of snowy, but I kind of like the prints, like the footprints. Although I did get ink on this from here. I got ink on the photo. So maybe I should do that to cover it up. I mean, I could put like a little tag there too. Cover it up. Okay, let's see what we've got down here in our embellishments. Snow embellishments. Let's see what there is. Here's some snowflake paper. It's not really the right color though. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I hope this isn't super duper long. Here's some more letter stickers. There's Christmas cards in here. That goes in my planner. Oh my goodness. Mr. Pooh Bear. I don't like my organization right now. I feel like I am very disorganized right now. Oh, here's more Christmas stuff. Oh, that's not Christmas. Is it like fall? Oh, Scott's starting supper. You can tell that. This says traditions. That might work for something. I know I have a bunch of snow stuff. I absolutely know this. It's just digging for it. Here's the stuff. Here's a snowman. Oh, that's cute. Snowman mittens, hot cocoa, happiness. the most wonderful time of the year. Okay. I think I could make something with this. I like the snowman mittens. So we're going to cut that out for sure. We really didn't get that much snow this year. We had a couple snow days, but they were in January, which is typical around here. Okay, so there's that. And then I do like this, the most wonderful time of the year, but the color is kind of off. I mean, again, this might work here. What else do we have? Oh, I like that. Those like silvery things. Here's a tag. It's got blue. Could do True North Christmas. This blue. All right, so I think I got an idea. Okay, so I'm gonna do, this is gonna have to be what I do. So, and I'll put the number on this tag, I think. And do, without making a gigantic mess of everything. I'll have to come in here and like reorganize before I, that's the only downfall of like going back and forth between like your December daily and like regular scrapbooking, is when you move stuff off your desk so you can do the other, then you just kind of like pile it on. Like I just pile it on my cart, my Rascot cart, and that and it stays there and it's not in any like order. So then I'm trying to find stuff. I really like the way I did last year's. Like I had a table set up in here, and that worked really well. And then I had like limited supply. Like I had limited my supply of what I was going to use for my December daily. And then when I used all that up, then I got out more like throughout that time, instead of having like all of, or there's no way I could get all of my like Christmas stuff out, but like I have a lot out right now. So a lot more than I need for this album. And it's because I wanted to use new stuff, or stuff that like that I had specific stuff sorted out for this year, and then last year's I finished last year, or 2023 album, and so then I just like combined it and it just got to be too much. So I just need to go through all of it at one time, and then that, and then we'll put some of, I like these, like these look like snowflakes to me, these like foamies, so like if I put that one there and like, I don't know. Oh, that one like, maybe this one here. That way I can finish off this sheet. Probably like that. Okay. And then I could like use some of these too. Like these kind of look like snowflakes too. So if I like, we're gonna put that like maybe behind this a little bit. Another one. So if I do that one there, and then there's a pink one that will kind of go with, maybe I should put that one like that. Okay, I kind of like that. What is on there? Is that supposed to be on there? Oh, the silver part came off. Okay, well, it's just gonna have to stay like that. All right, I like that. And then we're gonna do the number 2 because that's day 2 was our snow day. So I need to find, I think I'm gonna put a label on there too. Now I could use white numbers or I could use, I don't think I'm going to use white because that's just too light for number 2. So I think I'm going to use this for number 2. Like we'll put it here. Maybe move that down there. And then we'll put one of these so I can just kind of write first snow of the season. I don't want it to look like, here, I'm gonna lift that up a little bit. There. And then we'll put there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's the last one for today that I'm gonna do. So I've got like these. I was able to use these up because they were just like leftovers from a long time ago. And then some of these star things. And then Snow Mittens, Cocoa Happiness. And then I can write first snow of 2024. So these are the pages that we did. We did this page, these, and I can journal here, and then I can journal here, maybe a little bit here too. And then this is just like the first card. I may decorate the back of this, like do something to the back of this, just to make it decorative, but. So we got through the first 2 days anyway, and then we did the cover. So, well, sorry this video is a lot longer than what I thought it was going to be, but I hope you guys have a good week. Like I said, I'm not sure when I'll see you next, but hopefully before too long, I will have another video up. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.